I'm a resident physician here, training in internal medicine. Now I'm in our critical care unit. I'm working nights, so it's a little, I guess, less busy than the daytime in terms of the actual work. We're a little less staffed during the nighttime, obviously. And so it just means more of us taking care of more and more of these patients. We hear the good news. We hear people getting extubated or getting better, leaving the hospital, getting to go home. But the truth is, the majority of patients are not getting better, particularly the ones who are intubated. And I there are a couple of people in the hospital that do share our faith as well, and it's really hard to see them struggling. They're really just down and out. We say these words God's gonna give us hope, and He'll pull us through. And I think we do believe that, but at this time, it's like really hard to see. I have a 27-year-old who is fighting for his life on the respirator. On top of that, we're now seeing our colleagues getting really sick, and that it frightens us. It frightens us for our colleagues. It frightens us for ourselves. The light is essentially that we know God is working despite this terrible situation. I know personally I've gotten to share a little bit of my faith with some colleagues. Some of them tuned in even to online church, which was great. I think one thing I've just been trying to learn is to kind of still rely on His strength. I try to continue to hope in Him despite the situation being so grim. My dad actually has been a big encouragement. He's been sending me verses and kind of pointing me to certain things in the Word. He actually ended up getting corona. He's been home, not really working, but he shared with me essentially his thoughts. He was a little anxious about it, but he was trying to give that up to God. And during this time, I've really kind of leaned into him, into his support. I think my dad was just an example of kind of how, like, even in this trying situation, he kind of continued to rely on the Lord. And I think what I realized is that, despite anyone can go through this terrible situation, but it's kind of who you're walking with and who you're leaning on. That makes us a little different, that we're actually leaning on the Lord and kind of relying on His character. And C3 has just been a big part of kind of encouraging me, strengthening me, just checking up on me. Everyone in my dinner party has just been so encouraging, and will send a text, we miss you, hope you're doing okay. Those little things just mean the world. I would just say, like, wait on the Lord. I don't know if it's any more like profound than that. I think that he's essentially just he's kind of like just stretching out His hand at every single moment. He's walking with us at every single step. I've definitely felt scared for my colleagues, felt kind of discouraged about the situation around, but just having Him just walk with you and just allowing Him to kind of just speak into your life, that alone just has been enough to kind of get me through each day. When I know that I probably wouldn't have the strength to do it on my own.